Hello everyone and welcome to a new video. We're starting the week with the Semester 2 Freshers Fair. This fair was so fun. There were so many random things there and a lot of fun stuff to do as well. There was a donut station where we got free donuts, and there was also a massive candy floss station where we got free candy floss, and we just basically went around and saw all the different societies and things that were on offer for us. And I also ended up getting a pot of sweets. And this day I was actually staying at university to do a late night observatory session, and these are so fun because we get to go up to floor 7 and go into the observatory in the physics building and observe the stars. Now if you're wondering why I'm doing this, it's because that's what my project is about. My third year dissertation and project is all about astrophotometry. So it's really exciting that we actually get to make the most of the resources that we've got on campus. I've also been at the library a lot more this year compared to previous years, just purely because I'm always on university for classes and stuff now, so I take the time to go to the library when I don't have class. I don't always do this, but if I've got work to do then I'll go. And one of my favourite places in the library is the silent computer room, which is where I'm in right now. The computer screens that we have in the library are huge. They are so crazy big, so I really like them to do multitasking because I can open 2 tabs at the same time and I can see it all clearly, which is always handy because for some reason when I'm trying to do my homework, I need to have every screen open in front of me, otherwise I can't focus.
No, they're leaving. Oh, no. No. And they're going separate ways.
Elvia, they came right over
I
to me.
literally took the camera out and they went.
The big leader screen.
Oh yes. Well, basically. Oh, they're all here now. The pigeons just came over. So basically, Susanna and I were just walking down the canal side near university.
For the first time.
For the first time actually in so long. And then we just kept walking, and not even that long. And then we ended up at Victoria Park. That was so random and it was so quick. And we're just enjoying the view.
The winter view.
The winter view.
A few days later, I was actually having problems with my phone. I had this same problem about a year ago, and I vlogged the same thing a year ago. But since I had the same problem, I had to come and get my phone fixed at Carphone Warehouse. But the thing is, I came too early and the technician for this stuff apparently only came in at 12 o'clock, and I was there at 10 because I thought I'd go there before I go to university. So I ended up going to Costa and getting a bit of work done there. I was emailing my supervisor because I thought I wasn't going to make it in time for the meeting to discuss our project work and see how we're going. But turns out I was actually able to do both, so I kind of just emailed for no reason. And I ended up getting this large hot chocolate with marshmallows and whipped cream, but it looked really disturbing and I thought I would share that with you.
Right, so I came over to Curry's PC World to get my phone fixed, and I just found these really pretty notes.
Whilst I was waiting around for my phone to get fixed, I was just looking at all the iPads, laptops and hair accessories and things, and on the iPad they actually had a lot of apps pre-installed so we can play around on them, and I was playing a few games and they were kind of fun to pass the time. There was this one game where you had to cut the grass, like you had to mow the lawn, and I just thought that was such a funny game because you're literally mowing the lawn and that was a game. I just thought that was so funny, so I had a go at that, and then I tried out Procreate, and they had a few different Adobe apps on there as well, and I thought that was really fun. And then I came upstairs and I saw they had the Dyson Airwrap and the hairdryer, and I just wanted to play around with the Airwrap just because it looks so fun.
Look at how cool this is. It literally lights up if you knock, so you can see what's inside the fridge. I'm not sure how to, oh there we go. Wow, this is literally such a dream fridge. It's got the water, the ice. It's a bit small though. Actually no, it's not small, it's quite big. Wow, this is literally crazy. And it's got little labels so you can put your meat in here and then your vegetables. This is actually crazy. And then your water if you put your water in. Luckily there's no water in here. I'm graduating, so I need to get the student life whilst I'm still a student.
That is true. Imagine if it's an hour of crying.
All the PhD students just weeping, saying, "Don't do it, guys." And I'm like, I know, that's what I wasn't planning. This actually looks kind of good, so hoping it doesn't disappoint.
I mean, Ricardo's pretty cool.
The turmeric is not hitting right.
No?
I read the turmeric part and I thought that's gonna taste weird. There was this interesting one. It was called protein berries or something.
Was it the like light pink one?
That was really good.
Was it good? Because it looked quite off-putting to me.
It did, but it tasted really good.
That's good. I'll try it next time.
It just looked like mashed up meat or something.
Yeah. That's why I haven't got it yet.
On that day, after I got my phone fixed, my friend and I actually went to watch this movie that some physics PhD students made whilst they were doing their PhD, and we didn't know what to expect when we went there, but it was so good. And I'm really glad I went, just because it was so interesting to see what their lives were like and how they felt when they were writing their papers and when they're doing their research. And I just thought it was so interesting. Like, I'm not interested in doing a PhD, but watching it made me want to do it, just because they made it seem so fun. Of course, they also talked about the struggles whilst they were doing their PhD and how some nights they would just be so frustrated with themselves because they weren't able to get the results they wanted.
Wow, returning books, all these physics textbooks.
Must stay anonymous.
Wow.
They'll track you down with you. I look like a
I literally love this.
I look like a player.
My timetable this semester just feels so empty because a lot of it is empty in comparison to previous years. I remember back in first year we had classes all the time and we literally start at 9 and finish at 6, but third year is so different, I guess perhaps because they want us to be more independent and do stuff ourselves, that we have less contact hours. But now, because I've got all this extra time, I find myself going to the library a lot, but also going to Archery recently.
I'm shooting with the purple arrows today. Wait, which target am I on?
Right.
The black one. The black one?
Yeah. Aim for the right hand side target, then it'll
It
be a
should
bit
go
better,
to the right, okay. Let's hope it does. Oh. It went down. It went down quite a lot.
Maybe you should change your bow.
Maybe. I promise I'm not
This is
normally
the,
this bad.
Yep.
I'm normally a lot better. I don't know what happened today. It's this bow. It's the bow's fault.
It's the bow's fault.
Apparently I can confirm it's the bow's fault, right?
It's her fault.
This feels like I'm in the 90s with my little camcorder. Oh my gosh, I couldn't see myself. Oh my gosh, let's record ourselves for Elvia. How'd you click record? Is it recording?
Hello.
Hello Elvia. Whenever you see this, we were shooting.
Yep.
And this is your ransom video.
She can use that as a thumbnail.
£10,000 please. And we might
5,000.
give you your money back. Bye.
For some reason, T's out.
Hi.
Hello.
Hi, oh my gosh. They are. Do you want to tell us?
I'm the president of the Archery Society.
Oh, really?
If you would like to join, don't. I got fired as soon as I was hired. Yeah.
This was actually the last day I was able to get the Tyrrell's crisps. They've always been sold out since this day. Every time I go Sainsbury's, they're gone. And I'm sad about it.
The more food, the better.
I'm just gonna be like, which one's yours? All of it.
All of it's mine. I bought 2 meal deals.
I went to the V&A, and this is one of my favourite museums that I've been to so far. I think because it's really big and it's really, really aesthetic. Nearly everything in there is beige, green or brown, cream, and the colours in there are amazing, and the architecture and structure is just crazy to me that I just find the whole place mesmerising. So I need to actually go back there again and properly look at everything, because I feel like each time I've been, I haven't actually fully been able to explore the museum, because the first time we kind of went a bit late and then we were asked to leave because it was closing time. And then the second time we went, we kind of got hungry, so we left halfway. So the third time I go, I will definitely make sure to visit the whole museum, and I will spend the whole day if I need to. And now I'm actually unboxing my iPhone. So my phone was playing with me, and it was actually time for me to get an upgrade anyway, because I had my phone for 2 years since I was in first year. So I decided to just get an iPhone because all my other devices are by Apple anyway, and now it's so convenient because all of my devices are synced up, and AirDrop is just so great. Everything is just perfect and it's working fine. It was also fun to set up Face ID. I think I actually had it on my old phone, but I didn't use it because I was just using the finger sensor thing instead. But Face ID is so great because I just have to look at my phone and it unlocks, so I find that so good. And now I'm actually getting my hair done at the salon. It's been over a year since I coloured my hair. I cut it at home a few times and then I just had to get it dyed because the situation I was having was just looking off. So I decided to get a balayage. I had some pictures on my phone of what I wanted, but I actually forgot to show the hairdresser, which is so silly of me. But I was looking through this hair colour book and literally every colour in there looked so good. I was getting confused which colour I really wanted, but I think the hairdresser did a really great job with my hair. Pretty much all I said to her was, at the end of this, I just don't want my hair to be black. I want the transformation, but I also want it to look natural. And that's pretty much what I got. My hair colour looks so good right now, at the top, at the bottom, and I think it all blends really well. So I'm quite happy with how it looks. I ended up getting my hair bleached so I could get it lightened to a nice colour, and then I got it toned, and then I got it washed, conditioned, and then cut, and then blow dried, and then curled. There were so many things to do, but the hairdresser actually did my hair really quickly. I think it only took about 2.5 hours, so I was pretty impressed with that actually.
The spike, you know, I was like, this is a bit different. It's not my falafel wrap. No, it's not. No, and it does not compare, so sorry.
Nothing can compare. Was that not there today? Is that
No, it was, but I want to like try this again. Yeah.
I see. You wanted to give it another shot.
It's because I used to be obsessed with it. Like I'd get this every time.
I see.
This was the falafel wrap.
This was the old falafel wrap.
You know the best falafel wrap I've ever had from like a meal deal? Was Sainsbury's Christmas falafel wrap, because they had like pickled something in it and it was so good. But they only have it for Christmas.
That's the worst.
So it's so sad.
I hate limited edition food.
Same, because I'm gonna love it.
No, I love mince pies, but I can only get them at Christmas.
We decided to eat lunch in the lecture theatre this day because the time between classes was really short and I think we only had like a half an hour break, so we just went to Sainsbury's, got a meal deal and ate lunch in here. After class I met up with some of my friends and we actually had a little study session in the library. Downstairs in the library, you can actually book study rooms. There's a few places around campus where you can do that. So we booked a room and it was actually great because we could do a group study session. And then we went and ate at Rooster's Piri Piri. I've talked about this place far too much, but I actually got a different item today. I ended up getting a halloumi and hash brown wrap with piri salted chips and the piri mayonnaise, which was really good actually. This was the first time I got a wrap from them. So I've got some batteries, and in Lidl you can actually just recycle your batteries. Here I am flexing my archery sports team top whilst doing archery at an archery session. I actually love this top so much. It's one of my favorites.
We were doing a 1v1 and I actually shot 5 arrows instead of 6. These are mine and this is my competition. The arrows look really fancy, but I think I did better. How do you feel?
Well, you have to add up all of your arrows, so
right.
You got less than me.
No, we'll do that. We'll do the average of 5. We'll do the average of 5 because I feel I shot 6.
We'll do the average of 5. We'll do that.
Okay, but which 5 are you using?
9, 9, 9, 5, 5.
Right, what is mine? 9, 8,
Yeah.
8, 7. What's this? 4?
Yeah. So what's up?
After archery, I then came to the library to get some work done, just because on Fridays my class is actually in the afternoon, but archery is in the morning. So I've got a massive time to just do the stuff that I need to do. So I think I was doing some homework this day, just because we've always got these quizzes that are due weekly for all the different modules. So when I do the quizzes, I like to write the question out and then do my working out. And then if it's like a tick box type of question, then I'll write down what my answer is. But if it's a question where I need a numerical answer that I need to input myself, I'll have my working out there so I know how I was able to get my answer. And then if I get it wrong, then I can check to see what I did that was wrong. Or if I get it right, then I know that's the method that I've got to follow.
For a very long time. So I ended up getting that and then this innocent smoothie. And then I actually got a Scotch egg on the side instead of the usual crisps, so excited to give it a go.
I was then doing some more work in the library, and apparently this is my favourite hoodie because I'm literally always wearing it, but it is very comfortable. I actually like these study spaces in the library as well because it's kind of like boxed out and you get a massive table, and I have a lot of stuff, so I feel like that table is the perfect size for me. And then a few days later, I actually went to the Serpentine Gallery. It's near Kensington Gardens, and the stuff on display was so unique. I'd never seen anything like it before. And then here is a hula hoop performer. I thought this was crazy. It's been so long since I've hula hooped myself, and watching the performance made me want to have a go as well. And then we came to this place called Happy, and I believe they're famous for singing happy birthday when it's your birthday. So you just tell the staff and then they bring like a massive cake and they sing to you, which I think is really cute and the concept is really nice. A few days later, I had another meeting with my supervisor for my project, and the thing is, my project relies so heavily on the weather because to use the telescope and to use the observatory, we need to have ideal observing conditions. So that usually means not a full moon and a day where there's no clouds and the sky is nice and dark, which is kind of difficult to obtain because Queen Mary is in zone 2 and there's a lot of light pollution. But when we get a day that's kind of clear, we try and make the most of it. So this day I stayed at uni for a while and then went up to observe. And then a few days later, we actually went to, I think this is like the student enquiry centre, because my friend lost her ID card, so we went to get a new one. And I just found this machine and I thought it was so funny because I've only seen this on Mr. Bean, on the episode where he goes to the doctors and then he gets a ticket from the machine and just sits down and waits for ages. I just thought that was crazy that we had that too. I was so excited, so I just had to film it. A few more days had passed, and after work I actually went to the National Gallery. It's so funny because I feel like I'm always in Trafalgar Square, but I never actually decided to go inside the gallery, which is just quite shocking to me because I'm literally always there. So this day I decided to actually go, and when I saw all the paintings and the art that was there, I was like, wow, it really took me this long to enter this building and have a look. And they also had a few exhibitions that were kind of new and they were only going to be there for a short while.
So let's plug these in there and see if we can start tidying it up.
I got a really exciting parcel in the mail a few days ago. The swimsuits are actually from a brand called Cupshe, and they're actually quite known for their affordable bikinis, tankinis and one-piece swimsuits. They very kindly sent over 6 of their products for me to try, and I just thought I'd share my opinion with you guys. On their website, along with the swimwear stuff, they've also got loungewear and dresses. Their items are also super affordable, and most of the stuff they have is under £21, which I think is a pretty good deal. I've already tried on all the pieces. I think they're really comfortable and they're also really flattering. I got every single swimsuit in a size 8. They also make their clothing with special fabrics, so it's suitable for literally every body type. And they've got sizes from extra small to triple XL. If you like any of the pieces that I show you, I'll leave them all linked in the description box down below. The first swimsuit I want to talk about is this purple one. And I just think this one is really pretty because of the ruffles. The swimsuit also comes with padding which you can actually remove if you don't want it, but I think is good for coverage and also for support. I also like this swimsuit because it actually crisscrosses at the back like this. It's got a little bit of stretch, so you know it's definitely going to fit you. It's also got a v-neck at the front, which I think is really flattering. The next swimsuit I want to talk about is this really pretty green one. I like this one a lot because it's very unique, especially the design on the back. It's got detailing like this, which I think is really unique. I haven't seen something like this in a swimsuit before. It's also got a bit of ruching in the stomach area and it's got a good amount of support. I also really like the fact that there's double straps on the shoulders because it feels more secure. I think the colour and fit of this one is absolutely perfect, and again it's also got removable cups. This is definitely my favourite swimsuit that I've got. This one's actually a halter neck swimsuit, and I think halter necks are really flattering. The tie that comes on it already is pretty secure. It's also got ruching on the stomach, which I think is really flattering again. This one's also got a bit more bum coverage than the previous 2 swimsuits. They've actually got a little hygiene tag on the crotch area so you know that it's brand new. I just kept this on when I tried it over my leggings because I didn't want to be demonetized, so that's why I tried them on like that. The next swimsuit I want to talk about is this blue one. I think this is the most beautiful colour ever. It's the perfect muted shade of blue. It's got a really nice little halter neck at the top, and then you can actually tie a ribbon on the waist to make your waist look smaller. This one is, however, very low neck. It's got such a deep cut, so you just need to be a little bit careful when you're swimming. And again, this has also got soft cups which are removable. I also need to say that I actually really appreciate that each cup is different in each of the swimsuits. It's actually going to look right when you wear it. You can see that it fits the area a lot better. The next swimsuit I want to talk about is this one, and this swimsuit is so adventurous. I love it. I think the front is really pretty, especially with the ruffles, and the back is really unique. I love all the detailing on it, and it just looks really flattering when you wear it. So the back's got a lot of detailing like this, and it's also ruched in the stomach again, which I really like, as you probably figured out by now. I think this swimsuit is quite interesting because from the back it looks like it could be a 2-piece, but then when you look at the front it's actually a 1-piece. And it's actually quite easy to put this on. I thought it might be a bit of a struggle just because there were so many things being cut out and lacing and stuff, but it's actually very straightforward to put on. The cutting of literally all the swimsuits is so sharp. There's no loose threads or any like teared off parts. The material of these swimsuits is actually very comparable to the swimsuit I used to have when I used to go swimming, and that was so much more expensive than these ones. So I think the quality of these are really good. And the final item that I got was actually a 2-piece tankini set. This is how the bottoms look. They've actually got quite a lot of coverage on the back as well. They're quite stretchy as well, and they fit me pretty good. The one thing I'm always kind of a bit nervous about when buying 2-piece sets as 1-piece is that if they'll fit me right, because I'm usually a size bigger on top and a size smaller on bottom, but I think this set fits me really well. And since it's a solid black colour,
you can't go wrong with it, right? I feel like this tankini is just a staple when you're not sure what to wear. Just wear this one and you'll be good to go. Cupshe have also got an app, and it's probably easier to shop via the app than the website, so I'll leave that linked in the description box as well. I think one of the improvements they made on their newer releasing swimsuits is that they're more adjustable now, so they're going to fit you and they're going to last you for a long time. Their sizing is consistent. I would just recommend you to know your own bust, waist and hip measurements, and then you can just compare them to what's on the website. And now let's get back to the vlog.
Yeah. That makes sense. And then, yeah, do that.
I always appreciate Waitrose because they've got this frozen berries and fruit section, and the stuff you get is actually pretty big as well. The cherries are what I wanted to get. They've also got more stuff here, so actually I might come and get it next time. They've got such a big variety of fruit too. I wanted to make some smoothies, so I need to actually stock up on frozen fruit just because it makes the smoothie a lot thicker, so I thought I'd get these. We're doing a 1v